What's up, everybody? Today I am here at the beautiful and scenic TECO Power Plant in Apollo Beach, Florida. And why are we here? Well, it's February, a cold front came through last night, and power plants are one of the best places in Florida in the wintertime to see manatees in the wild, because they all go to hang out in that warm water discharge, and they love to hang out in that warm water. So let's go explore this place, see what we see, and hope to see a bunch of manatees. I have a good feeling about today. There are a few different power plants around Florida where manatees love to hang out in the winter, and the one we're going to today is about 10 miles south of downtown Tampa in the town of Apollo Beach, Florida. It's about 2.5 miles west of Interstate 75, and to find this place, just follow Big Bend Road west until you reach the power plant. You definitely won't miss it. There is even a visitor parking lot set up specifically for the Manatee Viewing Center. Great news, this place is absolutely free, including parking. They do accept donations, but the whole facility is managed and ran by a partnership of the Florida Aquarium and Tampa Electric Company, who operates that giant power plant across the water over there. Before we go inside to have a look around, I would like to apologize in advance for that noise you're going to hear in the background when I'm on camera. The power plant across the way there has this loud drone noise. It just is constant while you're here. It's really not that loud in person, but my camera's microphone really picked it up. So I want to apologize for that, but when you're actually here, you kind of tune it out, and it isn't quite as bad as it sounds in my video here. Anyway, let's go inside and hope to see some manatees. So we're walking up this little walkway here, and we're gonna hope to see some manatees. This cold front came through last night, and we had a lot of rain, and it's winter time, and this is the time to do it. So I'm hoping it'll be a good day, and we'll see a lot of manatees. I was hoping, but when we got to the main pier here, there was no manatees, and I was really surprised. It was a chilly day, the power plant was humming, and they usually come here in huge numbers. I've been here looking at this exact scene and have seen hundreds of them before, hundreds of them. So many you could practically walk across the water on their backs. But today there was none, and I was a little bit concerned. I thought we drove out here for nothing. So far, we have not seen any manatees, and which is kind of surprising. I've been here before and seen so many you can practically walk across them. It is very windy though today, so maybe something to do with the wind is keeping them from not wanting to hang out and congregate here. Maybe they're closer to the warm water discharge, but we're not going to give up yet. We're going to walk a little bit further and hope we see some manatees, because right now I'm not seeing any manatees. There is a series of boardwalks here that you can walk over, and they have information about a lot of the different manatees that I guess live here, stay here. I don't know how they have names on them. They have, this isn't like a zoo or anything. The manatees come and go as they want. Maybe they've, oh, you know what? They probably have given them names based on the different like marks that they have. And so they know that one's Splat, they know that one's Elsie, they know that one's Marge based on the scars that they have, which is unfortunate. The scars are there from boats, and that is a huge killer of manatees. Boats, and lately it's been starvation because there hasn't been enough seagrass for them to eat, which is very, very sad. DeSoto and Wedge. No luck spotting any with the telescope, but we had overheard a few people say they saw them a little bit further away. So we're going to walk down this pier here, past the snack bar, and onto the Tidal Walkway, which takes you through a pretty cool mangrove forest on the way out to some open water where we will hope to see some manatees today. So there's a long boardwalk here that goes way out into the water alongside the power plant. We had heard rumors that there are manatees at the end of this, so we're going to go find out if those rumors are true, because so far we've struck out on manatee sightings at the Manatee Viewing Center. Didn't even know that was possible. Following behind this couple here, I had a false alarm. I thought that was a manatee right there. That big spot of seaweed right there. But I'm glad we walked over here and didn't give up, because we finally found him. Oh, manatees! I have manatees! We've spotted manatees. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Turns out that because it was a pretty cold, chilly, windy day here in Florida, the manatees wanted to be as close to that warm water discharge as they could. Manatees can't actually survive in water colder than 68 degrees. So when the wintertime, when the bay and the intercoastals and the Gulf of Mexico all gets a little bit chilly, they head inland to the springs that stay above 72 degrees all year round, or here to these warm water discharges of Florida power plants. Awesome, so we've had a pretty good day seeing manatees out here today. I had a feeling we would, not quite as many as I thought we'd see. I've been out here before where there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Today there's probably dozens and dozens and dozens of them. They're just not up in front, they're back here closer to the warm water discharge, which is fine, that's where they want to be. That's where they're happy, that's where the water's warm, and there's where all these people are. I just hope that the people that were up at the front made their way back here, because I can see some disappointed faces up in the front. But you had to walk a little bit further, back near the power plant, this is where they all are. Once word spread that the manatees were over here, the little walkway here got pretty crowded. So we're going to say goodbye to the manatees for now. We're going to head back to the visitor center and check out the little Manatee Museum and Stingray touch habitat that they have here. There's a great little museum in here that tells you all about manatees, their anatomy, their life, what they eat, where they live, and how we can help protect them. There's even an interactive exhibit here where you can smell what a manatee's breath smells like. It says I can push this button here to smell a manatee's breath. Ooh. Yeah, it's like rotten plankton or something. Yeah, that's nasty. Knowing what a manatee's breath smells like was not anything I was ever really curious about, to be honest, but if I'm in a museum and I see a button, I'm going to push it. And downstairs there's a Stingray touch tank where you can pet and touch and interact with real live stingrays. So if you've never touched a stingray before, well, you can come here and knock that one off the bucket list. And of course, you need to exit through the gift shop. This place is 100% free, parking is free, everything is free, but of course, you still will have the opportunity to spend some money on any trinket, t-shirt, or manatee keepsake you'd like. And really, anything with a manatee on it is gotta be just about the ultimate Florida souvenir. So that's going to wrap up our visit to the Apollo Beach Manatee Viewing Center. Let me know if you've ever been here before, or if you've ever been to one of the other Manatee Viewing Centers at some of the other Florida power plants. I definitely would recommend coming here, especially if you're passing through. It's just off the interstate. Maybe you've never seen manatees before, and this is your chance to do it. One thing to remember though, this place will only have manatees here in the winter months. During the summer, the water's warm everywhere, so they scatter and they swim everywhere else. But they do gather here in the winter, so from like late November through March is probably the best time to see them. Anyway, please subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified the next time I upload a video.